Alright, so guys, let's begin. Okay, so we'll start with our today's lecture, which is lecture number 19 on Java. Right? Last lecture we saw some basic things about arrays. Then I talked about scanner classes. We saw what is a scanner class, how to give inputs using scanner classes. But in order to deal with arrays, and if you want to build some logical questions on arrays, firstly, you should all have knowledge about loops, conditional statements. So these things are must and should. If you don't have idea about loops and conditional statements, logic building on arrays, like removing duplicate elements, which is very commonly asked question in interview. You notice most of the interviews, there's a very basic question, but definitely they'll ask how to remove duplicate elements from array, how to sort an array, find maximum minimum element in an array. Very common question. So let's try to see this one by one. But before that, we'll just go to our notes. So let's click here and let's open the notes, guys. Java notes. Click on this. And then let's click on 10th June. Control F. I will directly go to loops in Java. I hope these assignment videos are completed. All of you. Notes is prepared. Very good. Now we are going to look at the first loop in Java called as for loop. Now what a loop does, most of the people already know this, but I will take this concept in a slightly different manner. So understanding will be better. So we know scanner classes, all of you? Yes. So let's take one simple requirement. The requirement is like this. You have to enter the PIN number. Let's assume you go to the ATM machine. Once you go to the ATM machine now, okay, the user will enter the PIN number. Now if the user enters the PIN number 1234, then he should get a message, right? Welcome, and the whole program execution should stop. Okay, when I start my Java code, it should ask the user to enter PIN number. If he enters 1234, it's a valid PIN number. Print welcome and stop. But suppose if the PIN number entered is invalid, which means the PIN number is other than 1234. The PIN number is other than 1234. Invalid. Then you should get a message, invalid PIN number, try again. And maximum tries you have got is 3 times. First time you entered invalid PIN number, try again. Second time invalid, try again. Third time invalid, then you should get a message, sorry, your card is blocked. Now if you notice, entering of PIN number and checking of PIN number logic, I need to run multiple times. It's not the logic that I need to run only once. See example, let's open our Java file. See here, if I want to now print hello once, if I want to print hello once, what I will do? I'll just write hello, I will run, and that's done. It'll print hello once. But if I want to print this 100 times, you cannot write 100 times hello. SOP, hello, SOP, hello. 100 times will you write down? I want to repeat this logic 100 times. So we'll use a for loop. For int I is equal to 0. Now here this I is a local variable to for. And then you'll put a condition. If I is less than 100, I plus plus. Now simple way to understand, 0 less than 100. The loop will run 0 to 99. The loop will run 0 to 99, which is nothing but 100 times. Got it now? Easy way to remember. If you just notice this plus plus, this is 0 less than 100. Immediately see 0 to 99. How many times this code will run? 100 times. 100 times this code is going to run. Are you understanding? 100 times. If you want to see how many times it's printing, just put one arrow plus I, concatenation. We have covered in our earlier lecture. Correct, no? Everybody got it? Am I able to repeat the same logic, loop the same logic, run the same Java code 100 times? Am I able to do that? Now understand our requirement. The requirement was like this. What was the requirement? The requirement what we had was all about a user can enter the pin number maximum 3 times, which means entering of pin number should happen 3 times. I have to repeat that logic 3 times. And the entered pin number is valid or not. Checking of that logic also should happen 3 times. Which means whatever logic I am writing now, it has to run several times. And to run any logic several times, I will use here a loop concept. Did you understand, guys? Yeah. So let's now do this. Firstly, I will reduce this to 3. If I reduce to 3, loop will run 0 to 3. How many times? 4 times. If I reduce this to 2, the loop will run 0 to 2. No, 0 to 1. No. If I reduce to 3, it will run 0 to 2 times, guys. 0, 1, 2. So the loop is running 3 times. Am I right? Yes or no? Did you all understand this part? Simple way to learn loops. You need not worry about this unary operator, already I've covered earlier. What is plus plus and all? In my earlier lectures, we've already seen this. But now the logic building will start. Now I have a loop which can run 3 times. Why I decided 3 times? Because look at that, user can attempt to enter pin number maximum 3 times. So I decided my loop to be 3 times. Now how to enter the input? Scanner class. Sir, why are you writing outside the loop? Any guess? Why not inside the loop? Why outside the loop, students? Huh? Why am I writing outside the loop? Why not inside the loop? Because if you write this inside a loop, scanner object will get created 3 times. Why do you want to create scanner object 3 times? Scanner object will get created only once. Got it? So write outside the loop. And now we'll write here SYSO, enter the pin number. Enter the pin number. Make sense? Yes. So people, these are all classes that I'm taking are dependent on the last 18 lectures of Java which I've covered. If you don't cover those 18 lectures and suddenly if you're taking today's class because of this long 4 days of holiday, you informed your friend that take a demo and suddenly he's taking a demo 19th class, your understanding, he will not understand anything. So the classes needs to be taken in sequence. Okay. Now system.out.println, enter the pin number. Now how to enter the pin number? Scan dot. Next. Very good. Int. And I'll take that into the variable. Int. I'll take that into the variable. Int. Pin number. Pin number. And now I need to check this. Correct, no? This is what we need to do. I'm able to enter the pin number 3 times. Check this. This is happening. 1, 2, exception. Correct? You cannot go ahead and enter. Yes. It should be only integer value. Am I able to enter 3 times? 1, 2, 3. Is now my for loop repeating the logic 3 times? But every time I enter a pin number, I need to cross check. So we'll use a conditional statement. If. The if conditional statement works for true condition. Whenever you do any comparison, the end result of comparison is a boolean value, true or false. Example, you compare 1, is it equal to 2? False. 1 equals 1, true. 1 greater than 2, false. These are all comparison operators. Whenever you do any comparison, the ultimate result that we get is a boolean value. So I will use this pin number double equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see, whatever value is present in pin number, I'm comparing that with 1, 2, 3, 4. And if this is equal, so in Java, whenever you compare, we use double equal. Okay, and this is used only for number comparison. Don't use this for string comparison. Further, we will learn strings in detailed manner. Okay, now we will print here SYSO welcome. We'll print here welcome. Else, you will print here SYSO invalid pin number. See now, run, enter the pin number 1235, invalid. Again enter the pin number 1236, invalid. 6578, invalid. Working? Am I able to enter pin number 3 times? Compare that 3 times. But now see, when I enter valid pin number, you should just print welcome and stop. Is my program stopping? What is it doing? It's printing welcome and again telling enter pin number. So this is actually something like Gajni. It's forgetting that I've entered the pin number, it's valid. Once it is valid, print welcome and stop. How do I stop my for loop? It should not run completely. My for loop should stop in between for my logic. I have a logic, and that logic is all about now that when it is valid, I should stop my for loop. If I don't stop, it will run 3 times. But to stop that abruptly, we use a break keyword. Remember, you cannot use break keyword wherever you want. There's a limitation of using break keyword. If you're using a break keyword, it has to be a for loop. Tell me, repeat the statement. If you're using a break keyword, it has to be a loop. It has to be loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop. You can use that only in loops. If you're using a break keyword, it should be only within loops. Second, you can use break keyword only inside switch statements. We don't know what is switch statements. I will cover further. But apart from these places, break keyword cannot be used. Did you understand now? What are the 2 places you can use break keyword? Tell me. Loops, not just for loop. Loops and switch. Anywhere else can be used? No. So what is break keyword going to do here? When line number 14 runs, the for loop will stop abruptly. Main method will not stop. For loop will stop. See, this is the opening bracket. Select. Can you see the closing bracket? This part will stop. But rest of the code, if I write anything after this here, that will continue. Let's run and see. Let's run and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did it stop? Let's try the negative scenario. Invalid pin number, invalid pin number, invalid pin number. Is it stopped? Yes. But now what I want, if you enter the pin number 3 times which is invalid, if you enter the pin number which is 3 times invalid, then it should simply tell your card is blocked. How will you do it? Think, think, think. I'm giving you 5 minutes. One simple thing. In else part, you have to change something. So what we have to do here, people have started messaging. If it is invalid, just go to the else part and write one condition. If value of I is equal to 2, what does it mean? Your for loop, you are in the final iteration. When the value of I is 2, you are in the final iteration of your for loop. So now, when you are reaching the else block in the final iteration, which means third time you have entered the else block. So now I can print here, card is blocked. Card is easy way to understand how for loop should be used. Enter the pin number. Did you all get this, guys? Online students, offline students, are you clear with this example? Please tell me. Are you all clear with this example? Please tell me. Everyone? Sure? Okay. So now we have understood something about for loop. Now, if you want, let's say, uh, print the numbers in reverse manner. Okay? Starting from 10 to 0. How will you do it? Think about it. Just put a for loop. Now, you have to start printing the value from 10. So, I'm going to write here int I is equal to 10, because it has to be starting with 10. And as long as this value of I is greater than 0. Now, here there is something wrong. Then I minus minus. But still, we will see the wrong stuff and then we'll create it. Now, I'll print I. So, what is the value of I? So we'll print 10. Then minus minus will make it 9. Then minus minus will make it simple. See, but is it printing 0? Because this condition, 1 greater than 0, true. I'll have to write here equals. When I write equals, the loop will run 10 to. Did you understand this now? Everyone? Yes? Any doubts, questions? Okay, print even numbers here. Print even numbers. You write on if. How do you know it's an even number? Okay, if you divide a number by 2 and the remainder happens to be 0. So here the number is I, percentage 2, right? Gives us the remainder. We have covered this earlier. And if that remainder is equal to 0, then you will print what? I. Correct? Sure. And what about with this I want to print odd numbers? Can I do this? Yeah, can I do this? Can I just go ahead and print here I? But now we should know the difference, right? So can I just write here even, and we can use a concatenation operator? And can I use here odd and then use here a concatenation operator? Run as Java application. Make sense? Yes or no? Everybody got it now? Okay? For loops and if else. If will run for true, and if that condition is false, then it will go to else part. That's how your if else will work. Okay, let's continue further. Very simple concepts, but we will have to now learn this in order to proceed further with some small logical questions on arrays. So we are now going to continue further, and we are going to now look at while loop. So let's understand how does a while loop work. Now firstly, when already there is a for loop, why we should use a while loop? Any guess? When already there is a while loop, then please tell me, when already there is a while loop, then why we should basically use a for loop? Can you please tell me? Yes, students. See, whenever the number of iterations is fixed, I want to run this loop 4 times. I know the maximum number of times to run the loop 4 times, like the ATM example or your mobile phone pin lock. I know that maximum you can enter 5 times and your phone is locked for 60 seconds or 1 minute or 60 seconds or whatever it is. Correct? So I know how many times you can enter the pin number. That maximum number of times you can enter the pin number is fixed. Since that maximum number of times entering pin number, that number of times to run the loop is clear, I'll go with for loop. But what if now I don't know how many times to run the loop? Example, you go to the ATM machine, you withdraw money. Then at the end, you get a message. Do you want to continue? If you select yes, the loop will run again. And again, you will enter 500 withdraw. Again, it will ask you, do you want to continue? Again, if you say yes, the loop will again run. Finally, when you say no, then the loop will stop. Now, I don't know how many times I'm going to press yes or no. That all depends on the user withdrawing the machine from the ATM. Withdrawing the money from the machine from what? ATM. We don't know that. Yes or no? Correct, no? Are you understanding what am I telling you? So that is where I will go with while loop. Imagine I'm reading some data from database or Excel. We don't know database right now. I'll use the term Excel. My Excel has 10 rows of data today. I have 10 rows of data. So I'm writing a for loop for 10 rows. What if now, after few days, another 10 students registered? Now the number of rows changed. From 10 it has become, I don't know how many rows of data is present. As long as the row has a data, keep reading. When the row does not have data further, stop it. So I don't know how many times a loop will run. I will go with while loop. So when you use a while loop, you have to keep one thing in mind. Firstly, create a condition variable, because everything will depend on this condition variable. And then you do a condition check. As long as the value of I is less than 3. And then if I now print here I, can you guess what will happen? Can you guess what will happen? Tell me, looking at this program, what will happen? Look at this program and tell me what will happen. Huh? 0, 1, 2. What it will print? 0, 1, 2. 0. Your answers itself is not. Most of the people offline are telling 0. Shubham is now printing 0 infinite times. Now here, check slowly. Don't be in hurry. What is the value of I? 0 less than 3. Is it true or false? What will it print? 0. What is the value of I? 0. Now value of I is not changing. So again you are checking 0 less than 3. True. 0. Again 0 less than 3. True. 0. So because value of I is not changing, it has entered into an infinite loop. Kill the loop. Are you understanding? Kill the loop. What mistake you did here? Come on, rectify that. Value of I is always 0. 0 is always less than 3. True. It is printing 0 infinite times. What mistake we did here? Tell me. You are not changing the value of I. So there are always 3 things to be taken care of in loops. Whether for loop, while loop, do while. Condition variable, condition check, and then modify the value of condition variable. Condition variable, done. Condition check, done. But modifying the value of this condition variable, not done. So I will now do that with a unary operator. Now modifying it. Now it will print 0, 0 plus plus, 1. 1 less than 3, true, print 1. 1 plus plus, 2 less than 3. So value is now changing. Did you understand now? Everyone clear with this part? Any questions, queries, do you have it so far? Please tell me. All clear, students? Are you all clear with that? Okay, good. Now, let us continue further. Now we'll take one more requirement. Otherwise, this topic will become a little boring to understand. So what I'll do now, I'll take another example with a small requirement. enter the amount, and we should get a message, please collect cash. Okay, I'll just enter 500, please collect cash. Then prompt a message, do you want to continue? I will enter the amount 500, please collect cash. Then one more question it will ask me, do you want to continue? If I now type yes, again it will tell enter the amount. This time I'll enter 1000, please collect the cash. Then again a prompt will come, do you want to continue? When I say no, program will stop. As long as I keep typing yes, the loop should keep running. When I type no, the loop execution should stop. Okay, is this clear everyone now? So how do I do this now? So what I'll do here is, firstly, I'll create a condition variable. The condition variable can also be a string. Condition variable to start with yes. What is the value stored in it? What is the value stored in it? Yes. So now I'll take this condition variable and do a condition check. Since it's a string, we will use equals method. You cannot use double equals. String comparison should happen with equals. What is the value stored in condition? Yes, you're comparing that with what? Now, if this is in lowercase, write this in lowercase. Further, I will take separate lectures on string. Very important concept from interview point of view, strings concept. What is mutable, immutable class? Lot of utility methods of string, string buffer, string builder, lot of logical questions they will ask, palindrome, things like that, which we have to be prepared with. Okay, but for now, when you're using equals, yes equals yes, what is it? True. Now it is true. Now when it is true, what do you want to do? Enter the amount. Don't write scanner object here. Better, I will create a scanner object outside. Why? Scanner, scan is equal to new scanner. Let's type system.in. Okay. If you write inside the loop, what will happen? Tell me. If I write scanner object inside the while loop, what will happen? It will create the same object multiple times. We don't want to create a scanner object multiple times. Now what will you write here? SYSO, enter the amount. Enter the amount. And then after that, what you will do? Int amount is equal to scan dot next int. And then we will just print here, please collect rupees plus amount. Is this clear everyone now? Rupees plus amount. Done. Now if you notice, now what is the flaw here? Condition variable there, condition check happening, but am I altering the value of condition variable? No. What are the three things you have to take care of in loop? Condition variable, condition check, alter the value of condition variable. Am I altering the value of condition variable anywhere? No. So this will pakka enter infinite loop. Enter the amount 500, enter the amount 1000, enter the amount 500, enter the amount 1000. See, it will not stop at all. Why it is not stopping? Please tell me. Why this is not stopping? Please tell me. Which value I have to alter now? Condition. How to alter? So again I'll do this now. I'll use the same condition variable, but here I will write one SOP. Do you want to continue? Do you want to continue? Let's type here yes slash no. Okay. And now we'll write condition variable is equal to scan dot next method. Now it all depends on you type yes or no. If you type yes, then again it will compare yes with yes. Are you understanding now? Check this out. Enter the amount 500. Do you want to continue? Yes. Type in lowercase. Enter the amount 1000. Do you want to continue? Yes. Enter the amount 2000. Do you want to continue? No. Okay. When you type no, I want to print a message, thank you, visit again. Or just thank you. Just one thank you message. How do I do that? Hmm? After this, you will put one more if condition. You will write if condition dot equals. Okay, if you're writing equals, but this is not a proper logic. Equals, no. This is not a proper logic. I know there is a flaw here, but that's okay. As beginners, we'll keep some flaw in the program. We have not reached that advanced level of doing proper coding right now. Okay? Because if I enter anything else other than no, then it will not work. There is a bug here. I know that. But for now, we'll just use this. Thank you. Okay? Fine? It's okay, no problem. We'll slowly improvise. Okay? 500. Do you want to continue? Yes. 1000. Do you want to continue? No. Got it? But there is a problem here in the program. And I don't want to make it complex initially, as this is just the 19th class of your course. We'll slowly improvise and progress further. Is this part clear? All of you online students, are you all getting this? Please tell me. Here, online students, all clear, all clear. Please tell me. Are you all clear with this? Please tell me. Yeah? Yes, all clear. Please tell me. Huh? Everyone? Any doubts, questions? No. Okay. So now the next thing, okay, this is what we have done here so far. We are going to now look at do while loop. Now, how does this do while loop works? Let's see this here. So I'm going to create firstly a condition variable. Now, do while loop, you start with the do, while, and then you give here the condition as long as the value of I is less than 3 and terminate with a colon. Got it? The condition check is at the exit point, not at the entry point. Suppose I now write here 100. Is the condition true or false? 100 less than 3, true or false? It's false. So if I now go here and if I now write here I, it will still for the first time run, but the second time it will not execute. So what does it mean? First time execution of do while will happen without a condition check. The second iteration to run or not, the condition check is done. Example, if I now write here, if I now write here, okay, let's say 0. Now see, 0 less than 3. Condition variable, condition check. Which is the third parameter missing? Altering the value of condition variable. Am I altering the value? No. What it has entered? Infinite loop. Yes or no? Observe now. Why infinite loop? Tell me. Condition variable, condition check. But we did not alter the value. As per your logic, plus plus or minus minus or whatever you want to do it. See? But the difference is, first time it is running, even when the condition is false. Second time it will not run. Did you understand now? Everyone, please check this program. What is that? Is this clear? Everyone. That's it. So, we are going to look at further with for each. Okay, what is for each loop? For each loop majorly works with data structures. We just had some introduction about arrays, right? You remember? We discussed about arrays earlier. Yes? So we have an array here. There are some values. I want to print the values. Now to print the values, I can use a for loop. Int I is equal to 0, I less than age dot length, and then I plus plus. And simply here, I will write down age of I. So this is your normal for loop. This is not for each. But what we need to do in for loop, give the starting value, give the ending value. Ending value length is 3. So starting value is 0, 2, length is 3, age dot length is 3. So 0 less than 3 means 2. So loop will run 0, 1, 2. So this will be 0, 1 and 2. Correct, no? But then when you're working with arrays, they have introduced a special loop called as for each that works with data structure, not just arrays. Like we have a lot of data structures. Further, you will be learning that in our collection classes of Java. Collections concept, stream API, there I will be talking about it. But now, I'm going to just type here int x colon age. You see now, I'm not at all bothered about the starting and ending value. What this for each does, you just give a variable colon array name. We'll copy the value one by one to x and you keep printing x. This value from age to x will keep getting copied. The value from age to x will keep getting copied until and unless all values of arrays are copied to x. See, if I add another value, age of 3 is equal to, there are 4 values, you need not change this now, observe. So what is it doing? All the values are one by one copied to x and you keep printing x. Did you understand this part? Everyone clear with this part? Right. Everyone clear with this part? Any doubts? No. Okay. So guys, from tomorrow paid batches will start. Please keep your app ready. Install all the apps. We already had some, I think 130 people joined this batch. Okay, online and offline. We have 130 students in this batch. Some of them have already downloaded it. Right? Some of them have already downloaded it. So this is our app. We'll go to the store section. Right? So I'll just take you through the app and let's go to the courses. And here is where we have 16th September. Everyone has not downloaded yet, but I think there are many students, okay, who have paid the fees and not downloaded the app and installed yet. Do that. Okay. So as of my list, okay, so ensure people are going ahead and adding yourself to the batch. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? Okay. And then after, people will attend the classes in the mobile phone app. Is this clear? Bye guys. Take care. Please contact the staff. They will guide you. Contact staff. They'll guide you.